Let's imagine for a moment that you've never seen an invisible zipper. I'm going to take my bouquet of zippers and let's take a look at it. The invisible zipper has a coil on the back and it's folded over, so when you stitch it, it will hide the material. So the trick is to stitch right here, exactly in this point, so that when you close the zipper, you won't see anything. Let's examine the stitches on this dress. They're right here. There are two ways to easily stitch there. You can stitch in two ways. The first one is to use your iron in a cool setting and press it over. Then you will use a regular zipper foot and it's going to slide comfortably. The second way is to use a special zipper foot. This foot will unfold the coil while sewing. So, let's imagine that this is a skirt or some type of garment that we're going to install a zipper on. When sewing thin material, I recommend to use some interfacing. Then you sew your material until the zipper will start. Now we are going to use the regular zipper foot, but keep in mind that the special zipper foot is easier. Then you will take your zipper and place it exactly as it should look. Then you're going to flip it and then start sewing. Sew your zipper, making sure it's in the correct place I showed you. By the way, I'm using all different colors here so you can see what I'm doing. At the end of the stitch, you have to match it with the original stitch we made. Remember this one? That one. Then close your zipper a little bit and you're going to mark the beginning of the stitch in the material and on the front and back of the zipper. After you've marked everything, open your zipper a little bit. Then make all of the marks match and then you can pin it. And now you're ready to start sewing. Begin sewing at exactly the mark we made. All that's left to do is sew both sides at that point and you're all done. Please let me know if you're enjoying these tutorials and follow if you haven't for more sewing content. Look at this beautiful invisible zipper. All done. Ever wondered how to install an exposed zipper? Well, let me show you. First, we want to mark the center of the zipper. So what I like to do is fold my garment in half to find the center line. Using a ruler, I mark a line with the length of the zipper. And then at the end, I mark a perpendicular small line. And then I'm going to mark another small line at the end of my zipper where it finishes, in the top part of the zipper. Then I'm going to place the right sides together of my zipper and the material. And then I'll do a small stitch over the finished line. Remember to leave 1/4 inch at each end of the zipper. Next, I'm going to cut the center. Then I'm going to mark a triangle with the sides being 1 centimeter and I'll notch them. Next, we can flip the zipper over and start sewing. So I'm gathering the zipper with the material and I'm going to start sewing at the edge of the stitch we made earlier. Remember that you can move the head zipper out of the way. And now I'm just working on the other side, just until the other edge of the stitch. And look at that. So technically it's done, but I feel like it's always good to just enforce it with another top stitch. So I'm going all around and pivoting and doing the top stitch. I like to do the top stitch at around 1/16 of the inch away. And there we have it, folks, a beautiful exposed zipper. Follow for more sewing content. I'll show you how to use your domestic machine to make a blind stitch hem. Mark your hem and press it folded. Fold your hem back again, leaving around 1/4 inch of the hem visible. It's good to add pins to secure it in place. Set your machine for the blind stitch hem setting. Try using a matching thread. I'm using a contrasting color for you to see it better today. Place your material and manually check that your needle will barely catch the material when it goes to the left. And so, if you catch too much, move your fabric to the left, and if you catch too little, move the fabric to the right. Or you can decrease or increase the stitch width too. If you have this foot, the job is easier. So this is the job with the contrasting thread so you can see what's actually going on. And this is it with the matching thread. Pretty neat, huh?
Oh boy, it sucks when you get a hole in your pants. You know, this pants, I think it got ripped on some piece of machine, something sharp. I'm going to take a piece of fabric and I'm going to put it right over the hole. Piece of same color blue. I'm going to put it under the machine and then I'm going to use the lever, the back tack lever, and I'm going to back tack the machine to close this hole just by stitching back and forth on it. It's called a darn. So you're going to put it on the press of foot, make sure your lighting is good, and you're going to go back tack by reversing the machine like this. Okay, so here we go, look at the needle, look at the needle. Come on back here, you're going to go back tack, back and forth over the hole, back and forth over the hole, turn the needle around, look here, back and forth over the hole. Sometimes the thread might break when you do this particular task, look, you want to hit the reverse stitch, and then back here on the needle again. Okay, I'm going to flip it inside out so you can see what it looks on the inside. I like to leave all the extra fabric on the inside, and now I'm going to give it a quick press. I'm going to give it a press on the back, then I'm going to press it on the right side, got a little wet from the iron, just so I'm going to let it dry out. And if you look closely, you can hardly see the hole now. And last but not least, we give it a little press. Let the steam pass. Let's see if we can see the hole. That's a basic darn, back and forth on your sewing machine. We call it a darn. What do you call it?
This is a cute t-shirt, but my customer wants me to convert it into a wide back tank top. I asked her to try it on and I marked where the final lines would be on her body. Now over at my working table, I'm softening up my lines and I'm also going to cut it, leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then I'm using this clear plastic tape and I'm going to sew it all around. I'm going to make sure to pull a little bit, but not too much. I really love using this clear plastic tape, and that's what it looks like. So to secure these edges, I'm just going to serge it. After that's all secure, I'm going to head back to my sewing machine and I'm going to fold it over and sew it in place. After it's all finished, then I'm going to give it one final press all around. And ta-da! A nice transformation. This is great for summer, a great way to repurpose a t-shirt, make it cute and fun.
Hey, shit, in case any of you missed this, this is how you cut it. When you're preparing for the original hems, this is how you cut the inside. You want to make sure it's about a 1/4 inch off of the edge, and you do that before you remove the thread. Here's another example of it. I'm gonna do that. You want to make sure when you fold it, make sure that it's together. Then take the blade, cut, open it like this, take your time. You don't want to go waving on the scissors. You want to make sure that it remains parallel. On the knot, always bring the scissors up to the sharp side. Don't fight to squeeze the tip. The scissors is really sharp. And then you're going to take a blade and you're going to put the blade between. Keep going all the way around. Soon you could get all these tools in the bio. I'm going to have blades available. I'm putting together a kit so that people who look at these videos here, you can just order the kit directly from us. The kit will have a scissors, chalk, blades, a ruler. You want to make sure and clean all of this off. And then if you go back to step 4 in the previous videos, like 2 videos back, you would find how to do it. You want to remove all of the extra thread and whatever quality, whatever stitch gauge. So I think this is the Tex 40 strand. Is a bit thicker than the regular thread that you use on the machine. This is more of a denim quality thread. You want to go ahead and purchase the spooler thread that matches the quality that you take off. Standard colors would be this brown color that you see here. It's like a goldish color. And there is the blue jeans. That's another standard quality. when you get to the inside, you always want to take your time. And of course, you clean it up. And then when it's time to go back on the machine, you're going to find the part that matches here, and you're going to put it together like that. And that's where you begin to stitch. On the jeans, you want to make sure and flip it inside out. That's very important. Flip it inside out. All right, guys, just another tip from the tailor.
When sewing thick material, you can use a flat button, slide it in the back of the foot, make sure it's the same level, and you could sew. Follow me for more alteration tips.
Hi friends, it's thrift flip time. So today we have this skirt, and someone DM'd me this beautiful shirt on Instagram, and we're gonna try to make it. And honestly, I might try to make a two-piece set out of it. So we're gonna try to just work with the bottom fabric. So let's do it. This is the inspiration, and I think it is adorable. So I know I only need fabric from like here to here really, so I'm just gonna basically cut it off right here. So I cut both halves of the skirt into a trapezoid shape, and then right around here I'm going to be adding an elastic. To add the elastic, I just sewed 2 long lines down all the way, and then I'm just going to feed the elastic through. Okay, so I hemmed up the sides, and now I'm going to hem the top and add another elastic right about here. Next, I'm making some straps to lace up the back. So next I'm attaching the strings right up here and adding a little loop right down here on either side. Okay guys, it's all done. I think it came out so cute. Love it.